Hi Sagittarius, this is Chronic Joy Tarot, and this is going to be your November 2017 reading for Sun, Moon, and Rising Sign of Sag. And this is a general reading, so don't get on me if it doesn't click for you and you're not feeling it. It's very general. It can't possibly touch everybody, but it's general enough so that if you wanted to look for certain aspects within you, you could find how this relates. There's always a higher perspective, right? And so let's just see where it goes. I'm using a new oracle card here. Oh, I should say too, it is general, and if you want a specific private reading, personal, to address your own questions, you can get in touch with me on this video. And there's email and a website for you to get in touch with me. I'm booking a couple weeks out, but we can work something out. Okay, the oracle card I'm using for this reading is from Native Spirit by Denise Lynn. It's new to me, and I'm just loving this deck. Love it. And the card I pulled for you, Sag, is, of all things, the Spirit of Fire. I love this for you because you are fire. You're one of the fire signs, and this is talking about how how fire is sort of it can maintain your life. You need the warmth, you need the heat to cook, and it maintains your life, but it also can just destroy it and annihilate it. I'm not saying your life is destroyed. What I'm saying is the power of that fire is one of life's strongest forces. And another thing about it is when everything's burned to the ground, there's space cleared to rise and emerge from the ashes. So it's part of the cycle of life, right? And for you at this point, I'm taking this card as meaning it's transformative. I'm taking that rise from the ashes point. That if there's fears or old habits and patterns, break from them at this point. Even if it's the smallest thing, like the route you take to work, change it up, right? You got to break those limiting views of your persona, of who you see yourself as. The smallest things, just change the way you respond to somebody in a conflict one time. So this is talking about transforming, and that's where it starts, is with these little changes. Old responses can be changed. They can. Try something new, change your habits. Okay, let's see where your starting point is here, Sagittarius. Oh yeah, control. Definitely time to start changing some things. If you feel out of control, a sense of loss of control, or that you have everything so controlled that everything's wound up tight, it's really time to let go of some of that. So the Spirit of Fire, the transformation that we're talking about, is letting go of that need to control anything. The only thing you do have power over is your response to any given situation. You don't have power over anyone else, over any situation. Things happen. Life is about change. It's constantly coming, burning down and recreating again. And that is the spirit of life. And getting that and acknowledging that and embracing it will help you when you're feeling that sense of no control or too much control, so that everything's wound up too tight. So let's focus and see what that journey is going to bring us here. This first card here is this spread here is called the Flying Bird in the Zen Tarot spread, and we have your starting point here, and then the left side of this wing is internal energies that are unseen and maybe you're aware of but others aren't. This is what happens within you, and the right side is external energies and sort of how things show up in your life and your outside world. Okay, so your first internal response to this control card, let's see what it says. Yeah, oh boy, Thunderbolt. So in traditional tarot, this card is the mirror of the Tower card. So it talks about big sudden change, sudden destruction, but I'm not going to take that. I'm not going to use that. I like to go always with positive because that just makes me feel better, and I'm trying to help you guys feel better too. So for me, this thunderbolt is perfectly aligned with the spirit of fire because it's talking about shedding old ways, finding a new, shedding the old responses and the old habits and the old thought processes that can, once cleared, allow you to create new and allow you to go forward with a new perspective, right? Letting go of the need to control is going to create a sense of a little bit of a shakeup in you. It's going to, especially because this is internal, it's going to create a little, instability within, but it's okay because trusting that path forward is going to be key to making some true transformation in your life. Okay? The outward, the external energy that relates to this shift is turning in. So this is it feels like a contradiction. The external position is to say go within. But I'm loving it because what I'm seeing is that, you may have operated with this need to control outcomes and control the way things go in your life, and to make sure, if anything goes out of step, it's very upsetting to you. If you let go of that and just trust that the choices you make will lead you to your desire, and the letting go is an internal job. But also in your daily life, spend more time going within. So that's a physical sort of way it manifests in your world. If you meditate, do it a little more. Do it one more time a day. If you have your daily prayers, spend 5 more minutes. Add some connection time to what's going on within you, especially in the light of trying to shed some of those energies within. You're finding new ways to develop yourself. And, that's what this whole channel, my whole channel is about, is to find new ways to develop yourself personally, spiritually, in your relationships with others. It's all about you. It's all about developing your full being. And this is part of the process, is to shed old ways and get in touch with what's there. Get in touch with what's there. Okay? The next internal energy is the burden. Now, this is talking about, this is a mind-based card. It's a cloud card in the Zen Tarot deck. And the way I'm taking this, because it's in the internal position, is that you clinging on to old ways and old habits and the need to make things have a certain outcome, and clinging to, not welcoming in a sense of renewal, is going to end up really clouding your mind and really weighing heavily and making you feel like literally burdened by your thoughts. And what you're guided to do here is to, like we said, shed some of that, even if it's just, a couple things. If you have a child that talks back to you and your old response is to just shout louder and scream over them, because hello, we know how difficult that can get with the children. Find, a new response. If your child talks back to you, maybe just take a breath and say, I'm not willing to interact with you right now. Depending on the age of your child, you'll have to find another way to say it, but I'm not willing to go back and forth with you. I want you to go, please, and sit over there, and I'm going to go sit over here in this room, and when we're ready to talk again, we can. That's a new way to respond that can create a new outcome and create a new sense of connection, with that person, with your child, or, so this is what I mean. The old ways are starting to build up and weigh you down. So let's find ways to, and in your outside, let's find ways to create, emerge from that. And this is an external energy, the card integration. So this is talking about stay balanced. Embrace every aspect. You know, this card is of opposites, right? Sun and moon, you know, the eagle and the swan, yin and yang, and, you know, just all the ways, all the different aspects of life, and to integrate them all. And to, with that integration, create a sense of balance. And that's going to be part of your work too, especially if you're trying to sweep away some old habits and old ways. You know, find a way to allow for all the aspects of your life, internal and external, but allow for them all to rest within you and to guide you to go forward. Okay? And internally, this last energy is the We Are the World card. And so I like to say that this top line here is your arrival at the awareness within. And what you're getting is that although, you know, a lot of this lower energy here was internal work that you alone are needing to do, know that you're always supported. Know that in, you know, physically in your world with others and your relationships, you're supported. You're supported spiritually by your guides. You're supported by the universe. You're supported by Mother Nature, by God. Whatever it is that spiritually keeps you fulfilled, you have that to rely on. You always do. Okay? And so trusting, even though some of these lower energies are a little uncomfortable, trusting that you got this. You're held safely in every aspect. And the outcome of this, I'm going to take this as, like I said, I like to be positive in my readings, and this card is Sorrow card. And so what I'm saying is that starting with the Spirit of Fire, starting with that sense of burning the old ways and renewing, you know, coming up with new ways of going forward, being able to do that and shed your energies and go forward and find ways to stay connected and new ways to respond to situations can have a great success. If you're unable to get there, your sorrow level will build up. Okay, because we already talked about how your mind might be really bogged down with a lot of, you know, a lot of this, you know, the sense of I'm not getting anywhere. You know, I have to control this. You know, you're getting bogged down with those thoughts, and if you don't take care of it and clear it and find new ways, it will end up bogging down your heart as well. Okay, so what we want is for you to know the signs of these moments of conflict and these moments of loss of control. See the sign, allow it to be just as it is, and then take your little feet, you know, down the road and sort of navigate, you know, around it and continue to go forward. You're getting this. You're growing. You're learning. You're more and more in touch with yourself every day, Sag. And, you know, the cleansing energy of fire is you, and you can rise to the next level. You can do this, and you're on your way. Okay, I hope this helped for you guys. I hope it connected in some way, and if it didn't, check your moon and rising sign on my channel and see what those cards say. And otherwise, we can have a private reading if you'd like, and we can talk more specifically. Until mid-November, I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.